That tree has been standing here a very long time. This is a new woodland for me. I'm going to have a little ramble around and see how many camping spots I can find. There is a few mountain bike trails around, so I don't want to be too close to them. I'd love to spend a night close to this tree, and I could definitely pop up a hammock between this one, and I have another option of these two trees here. Happy days, we're off to a good start. Usually it takes a lot more work to find a camping spot, but when you have a hammock, it kind of opens up a lot of options for you. I'm being very careful today about the routes that I choose, which if you've seen some of my previous videos, it's not usually my style, you know. I normally just plow on and hope for the best. If I followed this, I'd be able to get back to where I was, but I don't want to be going backwards, so let's just see if I can get through this mess and see what's on the other side. Oh, a bigger mess. That's what's on the other side. Oh, lads. Huh? Absolute mess. Okay. So that didn't work out. Well, that was a handy little drainage ditch. Oh, very direct route back to where I wanted to be. Happy days. Right, let's go and explore a different part of the woods and see what we can find. But I feel like this is a bit of a gold mine. You know, if you spend some time up here, you could definitely find a gem or two. It looks like an old boundary of some kind, and then you can see these really ancient beech trees just going up along the edge. Now, it might look very tempting to walk up this trail, but this is a mountain bike trail, and there's not a hope that I'd ever walk up one, because them boys and girls come down there very fast, and I don't want to cause anyone any injuries. You know, it's their one sliver, their one sliver of ground in the forest that they can safely use. So I'm not going to plonk myself in the middle of it. But I'm more than happy to walk off trail and see what I can find. It's very atmospheric up here with all the mist blowing through the trees. This would be a very nice spot to spend a night because it's so open. Look at the trees. And then I have a bit of a view over the other side of the valley. This fallen tree had caught my eye. I was thinking maybe if I camped up here I could sit on top of it. But as I got closer, look at all the life that's growing on the base of it. It's like its own little ecosystem there, which is pretty cool. Oh, look at that. Someone made a ramp, look. Very old ramp. Well, I must have had some sort of a makeshift mountain bike track down here. I wouldn't fancy it. I'd be straight into that tree. Yeah, I'd break myself up. That's why I don't go mountain biking. Yeah, they're nuts, absolutely nuts. In a good way. Let's just keep going and see where we end up. Oh yeah. It's a little stream here, which is pretty cool. That's even more beautiful than I thought it was going to be. Let's see if we can find a spot that's close to that, but not too close to the trail, because I'm right beside it. This looks extremely promising. So let's just try to get down this safely. Ooh. Now, unfortunately, I can't take this half a barrel with me today, but if I come back down here, I'll try and get it out here, but I'll try and fit those into my bag. Tight for space is an understatement. Now, this trail is up here, but there's about 8 or 10 foot of ferns before you get to the trail. So this is quite a secluded little area, and it's very, very promising. Perfect spot for a tent. Oh look, someone had a fire here before. That's a perfectly flat spot there. Yeah, someone camped down here a long time ago. A very long time ago, and I don't blame them. That's a perfect spot, right beside the river. It's that nice. I'm gonna have a cup of tea. Definitely need a little twig stove down here to keep the midges at bay. I'm after spraying myself with insect repellent, and they've just settled down. So this is probably the best spot I've found in all of my little rambles in the woods. I think this is the best. It's definitely the flattest. I have a nice little ridge here that I can put my little chair up onto. Have the water source there, save me carrying any water with me. Now, with all the mountain bike trails and dog walkers and all that jazz, I'm sure you will see people, you know, but I'm not worried about that, because I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm not going to be leaving a mess. It's just going to be me down here, and I'm doing it for that long now that it really doesn't bother me, you know. If someone sees me, they see me. I'm delighted I came up here today, but I need to come back and spend a lot more time up here. And I don't mean camping, I mean rambling around and seeing what we can find. I'm absolutely exhausted today because I've been in work the last few days. Today is my only day off and then I'm back in again. So I'm wrecked. I'm up since I think about 4:30. I walked the dog. We did a 4 or 5 kilometre walk this morning. And then I left the house about 7 o'clock. So I got up here pretty early. It was a good drive to get here, but definitely worth it. I was going to bring a little shelter with me and bring a few sausages to cook up, but decided against it purely because I wanted to explore the area a bit, you know. I didn't want to spend my whole time setting up shelters and cooking and all that jazz. But I'm very happy I brought this stove and I love the smell of it. I'm using methylated spirits. It just smells lovely. I don't know if it's healthy for you, but it smells pretty good. Might as well leave it on for the ambience. Leave it on for a minute anyway. I was looking at the flames coming up around the teapot. I thought that probably isn't the most efficient stove in the world, but it gets the job done. Oh you bugger. I made the balls of that. Usual crack. I didn't leave any trace and I managed to fit those few bits in my backpack, but I should have known that this spot was too good to be true. The ground is solid. There's not a chance of getting a peg in there. Now moving back here, it's the same. Oh lads, the best spot I've ever found, and you can't put a 10 peg in it. Now I would be able to get a hammock up, but I'd prefer to bring a tent. We'll make it work. No spot is perfect, but I just want to go up here now and just see what else we can find, apart from 1 or 2 oil drums. Oh look. Oh yeah. I have found these in so many woodlands. I'd love to take that with me, but I just can't. Some other day I'll come back for that, and I might try and bring some of the oil barrels and all that jazz as well. But this looks like a nice spot just here, and the ground would take a peg. It's beautiful without the big pile of plastic in the background. I think it might be a bit overlooked by the trail, which is just up there. But again, I'm not too worried what other people think of me, so they can do what they like. it just doesn't look natural to me, so I'm just going to go over and investigate. It looks like it might be somewhere that someone had a fire. Yeah. A very long time ago. It's mad how these things just catch your eye. It's rare for me to find other people's camping spots. I'm sure, well, you'd hope that if people were camping and leaving no trace that I've passed many and just haven't realised because they left no trace. Looks like the spots I found haven't been used in a very long time. So don't mind if I do, as they say. I need to come back up here and try and take as much rubbish and litter and all the rest out of this forest. I just can't carry it all today. And to be honest, my back isn't feeling the best, so I don't want to risk an injury. So when I'm feeling a bit stronger, I'll come back and do that. The other plan is to come back up possibly more than once and spend a good few hours rambling around and trying to find some spots. I probably won't bother with the tea, and then I can come back with my bigger camera and show it as best I can. Try and do it justice. I don't have any more time today to do any more rambling. But thanks for joining me, and sure, I might see you in the next one. Good luck.